Oh, there are so many yummy vegetarian options out there. You could try like lentil soup, veggie burgers, tofu stir fry. The possibilities are endless. In Section 7 of Part 9 of the Vigyan Bhairav text, today we will discuss in detail the topics related to Niralamba Bhavana, the state of unsupported consciousness. Specifically, Karika 134, the Mahashunya, Great Void, the state of Parama Niralamba, Supreme Unsupported State, and the associated dialogue between Shiva and Shakti and the relevant verses. Let's just pause for a second and imagine the most monumental conversation to ever take place in the universe. We're talking about a dialogue happening completely outside the boundaries of space and time. Lord Shiva, the absolute embodiment of ultimate consciousness, is intimately revealing the universe's deepest, most closely guarded cosmic secrets to goddess Shakti. And what you're looking at right now is page 124 of the original Sanskrit text of the Vigyan Bhairav commentary. Right there is Karika 134. This isn't just a book. We're looking directly at the supreme, authentic map to the universe's absolute greatest mystery, the Great Void. So how do we even begin to unpack something this massive? Well, we start by deconstructing the original Sanskrit verse using what's called pariched, literally breaking it down word by word. It's absolutely crucial if we want to truly grasp the sheer magnitude of what's being said here. The text explicitly highlights jnana, which means knowledge, and kriya, which translates to action. Now, the verse makes a profound point. It explains that any fluctuations or modifications of this knowledge and action, they simply cannot exist within the nirvikar atma, or the pure immutable soul. Because your soul is entirely unchanging and formless, it literally means that all bhaya above, all those external forms of the physical world we see around us, are completely dependent. Ultimately, they're shunya, they're void. The whole crucial takeaway here is beautifully captured in the simple English translation of this verse. It states, and I quote, "The entirety of the visible world is a void, as all external forms are entirely subordinate to the knowledge of the immutable soul." Take just a moment to let that really sink in. Without your soul's inner consciousness acting as the fundamental observer, this vast, seemingly solid external material universe holds absolutely no independent reality. None. It's completely 100% subordinate to you. When we contrast the true, unchanging nature of the immutable conscious soul against the external world, things get really fascinating. In the deep philosophical framework of this ancient text, the visible universe, the one you and I interact with every single day, is essentially described as Indrajal. That translates to a cosmic magic trick, or an illusion. It's also called swapnopamam, a fleeting dream creation. Think of it like a movie being projected onto a giant screen. The movie is packed with action, drama, and color, but the screen itself? It remains completely untouched and entirely blank. You are the screen. The world around you is just the projection. And this brilliant analogy really drives home the Tantric and Vedic astronomical significance of the text. Just look at this quote, which directly references the Chandrajana from our source material. It tells us that all directions, top to bottom, side to side, along with the fundamental elements of earth, water, fire, wind, ether, and yes, even your mind, intellect, and ego, all of it is established within the Niralamba Mahashunya, the supportless great void. The text actually maps out this incredibly mystical sequence of creation for us. It explains that from this great void arises Shakti. From Shakti arise the Varnas, which are the seed syllables. From those syllables come the mantras. And finally, from those mantras, the entirety of creation is born. So you see, the void isn't some dark, empty nothingness. It's the ultimate source of literally everything, including the very thoughts you're having right now.
Now for Kriyavidhi, the procedural method to Mahashunya. Let's move on to how we actually put this into practice.
All right, so this is the step-by-step Kriyavadi for practicing the Supreme Samadhi. In our text, this is specifically categorized as Vision 6, the Samadhi of Mahashunya arising from the external space, or Bahakasha. Okay, let's walk through it together. First, you need to adopt a completely steady posture. You can be seated or lying down, just make sure to remove any physical distractions. Second, begin to breathe deeply and rhythmically, and slowly close your eyes to the outside world. Third, consciously withdraw your senses from all external objects. You want to completely shut out the sounds, the physical sensations, the very awareness of the room around you. Fourth, actively cultivate the profound feeling that this entire external world is merely a dream, an indrajal, completely subordinate to your inner self. And finally, as you hold on to that powerful realization, let your consciousness dissolve entirely into the external space, merging seamlessly into the great void. When you successfully follow this progression, you arrive at the ultimate climax of the practice, Padma Niralamba. This is the supreme supportless state. In this specific state, your mind reaches absolute, total stillness. You are suspended in the great void, completely detached and requiring zero physical, mental, or emotional support. It's truly the purest form of liberation, where the observer and the void become entirely one. So I'll leave you with this question. If the entire universe outside of you is just a fleeting dream, what happens when you finally wake up within the void? A humble request from the Vedmata AI family. If you found our presentation enlightening, please share this video widely so that authentic knowledge from Indian Vedic texts can reach the masses. Let us all come together to participate in this Janana Yagya, offering of knowledge. Har Har Mahadev.